Every pregnancy needs utmost care and attention. But certain pregnancies need a little extra attention. An RH negative mother carrying an RH positive baby is at increased risk of complications. BSV is at the forefront to ensure safe delivery in every RH negative pregnancy.
Hello and welcome to the Outside View, brought to you by Women's Quick Zone and presented by BSV, Puma, Food and Wellness, and MRI Hospitals. So here we are all raring to witness the action unfold between Australia and Pakistan on International Women's Day. Joining me to preview the game is Britney. So then, what do we talk about Australia? Entered the contest with an excellent form by their side, and that reflected in their performance as well. Brittany, Australia definitely entered the contests as favourites. They know how to pull off victory from any given position, don't they? We saw that against England.
Yes, Australia, a class team. Australia been doing what everyone know Australia could do. As you said, coming into this competition in great form, and they are continue to carry that form. Different opposition. Pakistan they are going to be playing against, so it's going to be a little tricky for them in terms of how are they going to approach Pakistan's player. I know they haven't played much against each other, so it will be very exciting to see how Pakistan look to go after Australia battle line.
Just let's quickly have a look on the head-to-head between these two teams as to when they've faced each other in the ODI format. So we have to look at the head-to-head. Clear winners, Australia dominating the proceedings. They'll have that confidence high on themselves, but the Bisma Maruf-led side will also want to, change the fortunes this time around. And also your thoughts on Alana King, the young talent, the find for Australia, probably 3 wickets in the match against India, looked economical with the ball. Your thoughts?
Alana King is just going to keep getting better throughout the series. You can see against the game against England, she's just constantly growing in confidence. She's studying a lot of players and knowing how to bowl and to restrict players and force them to hit the ball where she wants them to hit it. So it's going to be good to see, a class spinners like Alana King come up against Pakistan who love or their strength is batting spin.
Definitely. And then about the Pakistan batting in the recent series which Pakistan played, we saw that a lot of responsibility came on Alia Riaz and then Nida Dar also. Their partnerships were crucial for the side. But against India, the batting probably let them down a bit. So it has to provide that stability, especially against a formidable unit like Australia that has some really strong pace bowlers as well as spinners.
If you look back at the series that that when Pakistan visited the Caribbean last year, even with the absence of Bishma, they put a decent fight against us. I know we are comparing two different teams in terms of West Indies and Australia, but I believe eventually Pakistan batting will start to click. You can't look at one game and just write off their batting. Cricket is about low scores and cricket is about high scores. So as I said, it's going to swing. One day you're going to score runs, next day you might not. So I just think that Pakistan has had to continue to keep that confidence, and eventually their batting lineup will start to score runs as they want.
And of course, a word on Bisma Maroof and of course Javeria Khan as well. In her absence, Bisma's absence, she led the side. But now that pressure is off her as Bisma is back into the side, and she would want to make a bigger impact with the bat. The captain leading the side from front. We saw a good picture going viral post the match. She coming in with her baby, and then the Indian side having pretty much fun with her baby. So that was really a nice moment. And Bisma Maroof would be high on confidence leading the side against the McLaren side.
Yes, that was a really, really touching picture to see, that off the field that, there's so much friendship and camaraderie against team. And, I think a lot of people share the fact that, in that a lot of the female cricketers share the fact that, we are not fortunate to have our family travel with us, or say, well, we cannot afford to have our family travel with us. But the fact, that Pakistan Cricket Board have put things in place for Wishma to travel with her daughter and her mom. I think it's going to be a confidence builder for her. And babies are cute. Babies are bring joy into to everyone, and it's going to bring joy to the team. So, probably use the baby as confidence going forward.
Definitely confidence going forward, and it would definitely be an intriguing battle to watch out for. Rachel Haynes, obviously talking about her with a century, and then skipper Meg Lannon scoring a splendid 86. They posted a total of 300 plus, and the likes of Darcy Brown, Jonathan, Alana King, all boxes ticked for Australia for now.
No, I don't think Australia is going to ease up on any player in the Australia battle lineup is going to ease up and say, well, I've scored 100 or I've scored 80, and I've done my part. And that's the thing about Australia, they don't ever ease up. They always want to do better every game. And I think that, I'm really hoping that in the next game Meg do score 100, because I'm a huge fan of her. So I'm looking forward to see how she approach Pakistan bowling lineup.
Of course. So it definitely is going to be something that we all will be looking forward to. And the Pakistan bowlers as well, like coming, facing the batting lineup that Australia has. They bat until 9, 10 something. Talia Magra is there, big names in their side. So the bowlers also, they would be, pulling their socks off to face an Australian side, because England, they were in the match to some most part of the match, but then eventually Jonathan bowled that last over. Not the type of Deandra Dotton, I would say, but they had plenty of runs, like 16 they needed of the last over. But she was just phenomenal in that final over. So Pakistan bowlers will also have to, pull their socks up against a formidable batting unit like that of Australia.
Yes, it's not going to be a walk in the park for Pakistan bowlers. You're coming up against some of the best batters in the world, and the fact that Australia have at least 3 to 4 batters who are ranked in the top 10 in ODI is going to be a challenge. Uh, Pakistanis have to go in with the confidence that they we know of. They know that they're always a team that looking to win and always chippy on the field. I don't think I ever seen a Pakistan team where they are not vocal, and you just have to keep that energy going forward, and work on a plan, and make that plan work, and try to put Australia on that back foot very early. We know as soon as you let Australia get away, there's there's it's very hard to grab back that momentum. So get early wickets, restrict them, be excellent in the field, and the game could swing Pakistan way.
Diana Begg, Anam Amin, Nida Dar, Fatima Sana, and Nashra Sandhu, some of the important bowlers of the side, and definitely what plans they bring to the table would be important. Nashra Sandhu, of course, she picked up 2 important wickets of Captain Mithali Raj and then Deepti Sharma, who was looking to build that partnership with Smriti up there in the order. So yes, of course, those contributions would also be important, and we are all excited to watch to watch Australia and Pakistan in action. So stay tuned to Women's Cricket Zone for all the updates. Of course, Rupa will join you tomorrow with the pre, mid, and post shows. Until then, stay tuned to our channel for all the updates on women's cricket.